So this has got 2-speed transmission, high and low, unlockable diffs, you know, pretty much everything that TRX has to offer in their TRX4, higher model, I guess. And I went with this because I wanted this to be as close as, you know, an Ultra 4 truck as I can get it, like the unlimited class. And so I wanted it to go fast and be able to corner all right with the open diffs. And I went ahead and put, I think it's 95 millimeters in the rear and the 90s in the front, just to give it that, you know, extra suspension that it needs going through the whoops and stuff. See how it does. High speed. And it's pretty bumpy through here. Just ran over a big rock. Still together. So I built this Ultra 4 truck so I could kind of do everything really, you know, because it can crawl. It's got low gear, high gear, lockable and unlockable diffs. It just doesn't really corner really tight, you know, but it's not too bad. Got the lights on it, the light kit, got a winch. It does pretty good. I think I got the diffs unlocked right now. See how it climbs. I think the differentials are locked because let's see what it does unlocked. Try that with some unlocked diffs. Yeah, it struggles a lot more. Yeah, it's struggling a lot more with the differentials unlocked, but I think it gives it a whole different challenge, and also gives it more of a variety to do, you know, things going fast. See, if those were locked in, that would have rolled during that turn. But it's nice to have that for high speed stuff. I actually, you know, did some racing with this. It'll be nice, you know, to have that ability to do both. Put on low gear, lock diffs. Oh wait. Oh, not really locking in. Alright, now it's locked in. There we go. Getting my switches mixed up. This is really loose dirt. And I'm running foams, Proline foams in these tires. Kind of a stiffer foam just because this, you know, goes at kind of high speeds and whatnot. I think it's the BF Good wrenches that I have on here. I think it's the medium soft, if I remember right. I didn't want something really sticky because I wanted this to be able to cruise. It is a little top heavy just because it's got a metal cage, but I tried to lower it the best I could, and widen out the axles, the spacers. Take a nice roll right there. Pretty loose right there. Oh, yep, it's got power. I'll have to flip it. Oh, there it goes. Let's try it this way. There you go. Take the top. Let's go down the hill. Well, the only issues I'm running into today with this build is my servo horn keeps going loose. I need to Loctite it. So, you know, we kind of need a steer. If you like to see a build video of this, like an overview of how I did the build on it, let me know in the comments. those front tires a little bit further forward to pull myself up and over that edge there, but it's not quite working out. And again, it's not really 100% set up for technical crawling on rocks. Oh, definitely not. Okay, I think I found a doable route up this rock. Come on over the side and come over and reverse my way down where I was trying to go up. Maybe, we'll see. I'm a little bit rusty at driving. I haven't really gotten out too much. Sorry for the loud bulldozer noise. Okay. There we go. Swing it on around. Yep. I'd say that route worked pretty good. Oh, I saved it though. Oh boy. A little sideways on this one. Hopefully it doesn't break traction and flip down the hill, which isn't really that far. A little challenging. There we go. Coming on down. There you go. Alright. I think I'm running 30 weight oil in here. So I wanted a faster rebound, I guess. But I might bump it up to 40 weight. On these Traxxas TRX4 shocks. Always been impressed with them. Never leak on me unless I really abuse them and, you know, jump a 40-foot jump or something. Well, pull on over it. You got this. Oh, now can I save it? Nope. Carnage. really not getting that heat. There's a big bump. High speeds. Walk and crawl. Well, time to run the Capra build. I built this over the winter time. Had help from some friends, some 3D printed parts, and other like the 3D printed inserts and whatnot. Yeah, I've been in this hobby, I want to say, I guess since I was 15. My first actual RC was the Traxxas T-Max Nitro, and a lot of tuning involved with those things. But over the years, I kind of got out of the hobby, and then got back into it around, I want to say 2015 or so. My first crawler was a Red Cat Gen 7. Pretty much a good starter RC, I guess, if you're new in the hobby. And been addicted to it ever since, on and off. So we'll see what this Capra can do that the Ultra 4 build couldn't do. See if I can make it down this hill. I doubt it. Probably gonna break something. I probably should not do that. That's a drop. I'll take it off. Alright. For some reason I got my drag brake working here. Switch some switches here. Oh, that's what it was. I got it set to, if I want the drag brake off completely, I can do that. I don't know why I have that setting on this, but alright, there we go. I think this will do a lot better than the Ultra 4 did. Maybe, maybe not. It does sit a little bit lower on the belly, so I do think that it will get caught up more. There we go. Especially over this hump. Utilize that. Actually, see if I can. Oh, I was hoping to get a little bit of a pinch right there. Don't think that's going to work out. Let's try some rear steer on here. I just need to bump it up really. A little more speed. Oh. Yep, there he goes. It's got a lot of torque in this motor, the Hobby Wing SE Fusion, you know. It's the their short version or whatever, their shorty motor, and it's got some power. It impresses me pretty good. Oh. There we go. Let's do a little rear steer action. If you guys watched my friend Neil, his channel, NBRC, I'll put it in the link, but he's got some pretty crazy builds he does. 3D builds and a lot of scale stuff. Well, 1/9 class stuff too, or class 1. But you should check his channel out. It is pretty cool. Ooh. There we go. Oh man, did not drop down the way I wanted it to. So I'm at Hopkins Lake in Washoe, Michigan, and they have this, like, I don't know, dump site where they put all their dirt and stuff kind of behind the lake, and every now and then they'll have some pretty good mounds of dirt and rocks, boulders, all kinds of stuff, trash. So you gotta be careful because there'll be like steel rods sticking out of the ground here and there. But it's pretty nice because it's pretty close nearby, so you know, need to get away for a little bit, but be back on time at home to watch the kids and whatnot. And it's a good spot. We'll see how this does going up this pile of random block. Ooh, definitely in the pinch there. I don't like the way that sounds. Trying to record and do the rear steer is a little difficult. I'm not that much of a pro. Just a RC enthusiast. I don't really do the comps. I've done a few, but just not really for me. Oh, yep, see there's some wire getting caught up on. Alright, let's try the spot where the Ultra 4 rig didn't really shine. Couldn't really get up there. If I tried more, I bet I could have gotten up this, but this is where the Capra should shine, should do better. I'm sure others out there probably have better driving abilities than me. Probably do more with this than I can, but I do my best. There we go. Crab walk it up. Oh, losing traction. It's already doing a lot better than the Ultra 4 truck did. Yeah, obviously it's got rear steer, right? Yeah. Well, let's try, now that we're up here, let's try seeing how far we can get. I'm just really not, I don't think this is going to make it to the top, but we'll see how far it will make it. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can play around with that rear steer. Give me some dig. See if we can get it to pinch. Oh. Yep. Alright. There we go. That did help. Can't remember what YouTube channel I was watching, but I've seen them use the dig like that, where they're over the top of something and, you know, their break over point where it's kind of hitting the belly, and then they hit the rear locker like that, and they're able to get that to kind of suck down and pinch. Oh. It works pretty good. You should try it if you have rear end locking. Oh, I don't think I'm going up that way. So no, I wasn't making it up that over there couldn't get out of that because I had a big hunk of steel pierced through my tire. That's pretty bad. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Guess I'll be ordering new JC concepts. That's a good thing I've got the 3D inserts in there, so it still hold together. Oops. Price you pay for driving your RCs out here. You see it random. If you're not watching close, you'll get, you know, random wires and nails, stuff like that. But it's usually not this bad. Not littered this bad. The valley. So I'm running the Muse Capra axles on here, and I've got for servo, I want to say it's the Power Hobbies, or no, it's the Hobby Park 45 kgs off Amazon, and I've always had good luck with them. I never had them fry out on me or any of the gear strip on me. I mean, I've had really good luck, so I've been sticking with this brand. It's affordable too, it doesn't break the bank. Then I got the Desert Lizards on here, and I tuned it up to where I think the shorter shocks were on the top. Can't remember. I have it to where it's sucked down, sucks the suspension down pretty good. Oh, battery came out. So the way I've got this is on a hinge I made when I was brazing the cage, and then I use these clips that I got from a PS4 10 kit. That's how they kind of clips in. But as you can see, if you roll it pretty hard, it will come undone. Had my friend Brian Macy 3D print all these panels for me and the engine. I think it came out pretty darn good. He did a pretty good job. He's got a few few RCs of his own. He does a lot of the comp stuff. And does pretty good. Alright, let's see if we can make it all the way through this. The Ultra 4 got about halfway, then rolled down. Get this another shot. Really hot day today. Feels like 85. There we go. Such wide axles, so when you've got a narrow spot like that to hit, it's a little bit difficult. But these being portals, it kind of levels things out, I suppose. There we go. Like I said, I'm no professional at driving these four-wheel steer RCs, or RCs in general, but I try to do my best. Get that rear to grab. There it goes. Actually, let's lock that rear. See if we'll pull it. Oh, there we go. I think it did a lot better than the Ultra 4 did. Tons better. Well, this is what the top speed on this build's like. It's actually pretty quick. Not really what I built it for, but it's good to have the speed. If I climb to the top of this, I'm going to be amazed. Wow. It may not look steep on camera, but it's pretty steep for a dry dirt hill. Actually really impressed with these tires. They were doing pretty good. I didn't think they would do this this well on this loose dirt. I mean, not bad. I don't know what's on the other side of this. Hopefully it's not too steep. We'll back up. down. See how well the drag brake is set. So tell me in the comments what part of this hobby do you like the most? Why do you do it? Do you do it to, you know, de-stress for the day? Or do you just, you know, for the fun? Some people, you know, start up the hobby to kick other habits that have been bugging them, like smoking, drinking, whatever it may be. Let me know in the comment section. So I used styrene for the interior, and then the figure I got in there was actually from the, I think the optic, and then the head was from another kit. I kind of just threw everything together. A VS410 interior shifter, a few other things in there, kind of hobbled up together, cobbled, whatever you say. Kind of stuck there. Oof. Cut up on that belly. It is a belly dragger. Hard to flip it though. gosh, you can see that tear in that tire still. That's bad. I'm gonna run it like that, I don't care. Ain't no hurry to buy a new tire. Alright, you see it going down. See some of that drag brake action. Let me know what you guys set your drag brake to on your Hobby Wing Pros or your Elites or your SE. Let me know what suits you guys the best.